Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris and Jessica from Capitol Reef, Torrey.
Yeah, Torrey. Between Torrey and Capitol Reef, we're on B. Lewis Flats Road. Boondocking, dispersed camping, whatever you like to call it.
Dry camping, yeah. So as you can see behind us, we got an epic view of the valley below. Great rock formations behind. This is a really cool place. There's quite a few cedars, evergreens around us, kind of help break the wind. We're up elevated. I think Jess got some video of that earlier. So that kind of helps. But it's been an epic 3 days out here. So we're maybe a mile off the road, if that. There's tons of campsites in here. I've seen large Class A's, large fifth wheels, smaller fifth wheels, Airstreams, water pools, you name it. Truck campers, van life guys, tent campers. It's been a real good mix every night. And from now until dark, there will be a rush of the van tent people coming in and getting set up. So anyway, if you're looking for a place to boondock outside Capitol Reef, I don't know if I've seen a better place, to be honest with you. So I'd highly recommend it for sure. It's easy access. We're a mile from Torrey, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So easy access to fuel and food and whatever else you need. And obviously Capitol Reef, the national park itself. So anyway, look forward to other videos coming where Jess is going around down the videos of the campground or the dispersed camping area, and as well as all of our travels this week.
Okay, probably not going to be able to hear the audio, but this is how you come into the boondocking spot. We're going to follow this road behind this little hill. There's a site there. The road comes around. Doesn't go very far past that camper van. You can see the other road there. You're going to come up this little hill. We'll walk over to it. You can see the road below. You'll turn, come up this incline, and then there's a site where the travel trailer is, and then I'll walk up here. There were 2 camper vans here a couple of nights ago out on this point. It is very rocky out on this point, so I don't know how well a big rig would get leveled, but it's a beautiful spot. Okay, so you can see there's 2 fire pits out on that ledge. Great sites, but just small. Here's the travel trailer. Here's the canyon we're overlooking. Walk up to the edge. And it's currently 6:40 p.m. You can see campers scattered along the canyon edge. Okay. And then there is a site here.
Sorry, something's gone wrong.
The only issue with this site, it's not terribly unlevel, but I'll step down here and you can see where this fire pit is raised, so you don't have the best view, but not a bad site. Now I'll walk you up to where we are. So plenty of parking, relatively level. We're up on Anderson's, but nothing major. and then truck and the Bronco. And then we're kind of up on this knoll with a 360-degree view. So I'll walk you over to the front edge. There is another campsite here. It would have to be kind of a small rig because it's a tight circle. So here is kind of the front edge of our site. You're overlooking the canyon, and then you can kind of see where others are scattered about down there. Alright, I'll walk you around to the campsite. So we do have a few trees around us that afford us a little privacy. And then right here is the drop off. And then I'll walk you back around to where our fire pit is, and you can see the view from our living room window. So here's the steps right out to a fire pit. We had a fire the other night. It was beautiful. And then here's your view. Just past the fire pit, it opens up. So that's the spot on B. Lewis Flats Road. This will be our third night. It has been an amazing stay. So if you guys are looking for a spot near Big Rig, this would be a great one for you. Okay, I'm going to take you guys to our boondocking spot. I'm leaving Torrey right now. Here is the Broken Spur. That's a steakhouse here in Torrey. And we are headed east into Capitol Reef National Park. As soon as you are coming out of Torrey, you'll come around this curve, and then our road is going to be right down here on the right where that camper's turning in. It's B Lewis Flats Road. If this car doesn't turn in behind me, I will try to stop and get a picture of the road sign. Okay, here we go. That way you guys can see the road sign. And I'm going to get a picture with my phone. Alright. So, you're going to come in. When you first enter this property, you're driving on private property. From what I researched, it's about 100 yards in to the BLM. Okay, let me roll this up because the dirt bike's coming by. Alright, I'll roll my window back down so I can let you guys see. Up here on the left, you will see big red rocks. There is a site on this side of the red rocks. There was a tent there last night. And then this little small vintage campers here. And then where that cougar is, you can see over into the canyon. Now, here's another site. We're going to cross over the cattle gap. As soon as you cross the cattle gap, you will see the road go straight, or you can turn right. I will issue a fair warning. There is a wash you have to cross if you go to the right. So if you have a very long camper, dragging may be an issue. Here are some sites on the right hand side of the road, and then on the left you'll see where this truck camper is pulling down in there. There's several sites down this little pull off. Smaller campers would probably be better on this particular loop. And then this road goes up to a nice site that a Class A has been on the entire time we've been here. There he is. It overlooks the canyon. There have been a couple of other campers up here with him. I think currently he's the only one on that loop. And a little pull-off site to this side. You'll see a little bumper pool over here. And then here's kind of where most of the action has been. If you go up where this momentum is, there is a long line with multiple fire pits, and a lot of folks have just parked along the rim. It's pretty much emptied out this morning except for the momentum, but there were probably 4 or 5 additional campers there last night. This spot to the right has been a popular overnight where folks have come in late and just pulled in and parked. And all of that up there to our left is all camping along the rim. And then a couple of nice sites out on this point. If you look ahead, that fifth wheel up on the top with the Starlink, that is ours. That is our site. So you bear to the right to get around to these sites. This guy's backed into a site that is right off of the road, overlooking their mountains. I think that may be Boulder Mountain to the right. Anyway, the road keeps going around this little hill. Now you can choose to turn off down there. The road does not go much farther. It's mostly been van campers and tent campers down there. You can see a van over here. To go where we are, you're going to go up this hill. There are a couple of large rocks here. And bear to your left. And that's the road the van camper got to. Now you do have this climb straight ahead, but we've been up here as well as a bumper pull. There have been multiple vans that have overnighted here. It is a little bit rocky. And ours, there's a site straight ahead. Our site is to the left. There's actually a second site up here where I'm going to loop and park. I think it would have to be kind of a small camper because the circle over here is pretty small. But you'll see it as we drive by. So from this site you have 360-degree views. You have the mountains over here to our left. And then over to the right is the canyon side.